Alright, we're back here on the go, Logie Bay Gamers. We're making some more stuff today, but there's a new Kamigawa coming out, so we were thinking about what if some of the Kamigawa cards came out like a long time ago in the past, or whatever. We know back in the day they weren't afraid of putting text on the card. They were willing to do it, filling up that text box. But then they put out Kamigawa, and they said, maybe we'll have two text boxes. Then they got into these double-sided cards and came up with words to make sentences become one word and so on, so you can fit even more words on the cards. Now, in a lot of ways, there's more words on the cards than ever, but you just can't tell. So I was looking at the spoiler of the new Kamigawa, Neon Genesis Kamigawa. I said, now warning, like there's going to be spoilers in this, so get out of here if you don't want to know about the cards before they come out. Well, I was looking at the spoiler, and there's some cards, and I figured, why not make them like they were in like Homelands, something like that. See if we can change the wordings. I know they made the secret lair with like planeswalkers that had like funny wordings. Thought it was a pretty good idea. But I feel like I was thinking about this before, but who knows? Probably got the idea from that, but maybe I didn't. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna make the Go Shintai. Is that how you say it? Shintai of shared purpose. I don't know if they would name something that back in the day. Now the real one of these that exists, I'll like put it on screen or something, but it has a different mana cost than this one I'm making here. Back in the day, stuff cost more than it does now, so put it overcosted versus the real card. The real one is like a legendary enchantment creature, but that doesn't make sense back in the day, so this just says summon legend. Get this out here. Oh yeah, there we go. So I'm making weird noises. So we're gonna summon legend, and then gotta write a lot of text in here. So we're in a small text mode, like on what's it called, the cocoon. I gotta make sure it's in focus too, man. No need to lose it. So yeah, this counts as a shrine because it's a legendary shrine creature and enchantment creature. But stuff didn't say that back in the day. It just said like counts as a shrine if it was a legend. And then we're also, well, I guess it has vigilance. So I'm gonna say attacking, it doesn't cause it to tap because that's what it used to say back then. Attacking does not cause that's a long name, so it's just gonna be Go Shintai. They did that sometimes too. Go. Is that how you say it? Probably not Go. I don't know. I'll find out when someone talks about it in a video. Who isn't me? Doesn't cause it to tap. Perfect. And so it's an enchantment creature on the new creature. So I'm gonna write this counts as both a creature and an enchantment. Oh yeah, I should say even when it's in your hand. Forgot to point that out. Yeah, I will. Counts as both a creature and enchantment. Figure out how to put in something about discarding it in a minute. And spells and effects. So that's what it used to say, I think. Effects. Missed the letter. Spells and effects which affect enchantments. I don't know how that works. Work on go Shintai as if it is an enchantment. So counts as both a creature and enchantment. Spells and effects which affect enchantments work on Go Shintai as if it is an enchantment. You would say something like that. We also have to say counts as an enchantment in spell in the player's hand somehow. I don't really know. I'll just write counts again. Counts as an enchantment spell and a summon spell. I think I didn't make my text small enough in the player's hand. And we're not going to write out like about discarding what that's supposed to be. So someone can, I don't know, if you could look at someone's hand and make them discard specific cards back then, but there it is. And maybe you have something that you can use to discard it, but probably not. Now, I didn't actually get room to write what it does because I had to explain what an enchantment creature legend was or whatever. So we'll just write this in really tiny text here at the bottom. At the end of your turn, you may pay 1 to put a spirit token into play. For each shrine you have, I think. For each shrine that is in play. Because it says on the real cards, like each shrine you control, but it used to count all the stuff back in the day, like your opponent's ones and yours. And then you had to explain what the spirit token is, because that always came second. Treat spirit token as a 1/1 creature with no color. I would say the like what it does on the regular card, but I don't have it here offhand to explain. So we'll just have to have read it before we started or something. But I assure you, this is kind of similar to it. I didn't remember what the art looked like. Actually, wait, no, I kind of do. The art was like something in the middle like this. So we'll just make this thing stands up, and it has shared purpose. No idea what that means, but I guess the people of the village come and they stand around it. I think it's cool, and they play music, and they have a fire, and they cook a dinner, and they eat the dinner and stuff like that. And they dance, and they spend most of their time dancing for shared purpose. And they tried their best to imitate the shape of the Go Shintai there. But we're gonna go move on. Not gonna do as many days we do sometimes because these take forever to write out. You can see, I'm sure that was like 10 minutes. I don't know. Anyway, hopefully it's still we're gonna be I don't even know what I'm saying, so forget about all that. This is the Atawara. I don't know. Atawara. It reminds me of Ottawa. I don't know. Soaring City. This one is a legendary land in the current set. We'll show it to you. It'll be there. But back in the day, they didn't have legendary land. There was only legendary creatures. So this is just land. Oh yeah, soaring city. We might put the city in the clouds first, so we don't have to get the whole lost right stuff out. But man, all right, we'll get started. So there were no legendary. We gotta make sure it's in focus, man. I don't know if it is. I can't see the screen thing, but I think it is now. There were no legendary lands back in the day, so we have to basically write in that sort of rule onto it. So, and the legend rule was different in back in the day than it is now as well. So we'll account for that as well. So when the Ataras Soaring City is put into play, bury all other Ataras Soaring Cities. Soaring City cards in play. I actually don't know how they write that, but something like that, some nonsense. It always seemed like they had extra words, a lot of extra words. I don't know. I used to read the cards when I was a kid, and I had no clue what they did. I just would like look at them. Like I understood what like creatures did. They said like first strike and like 3/3 or whatever, but like stuff like this Mercine, like no idea. Still don't even know. I've never bothered to figure out what it does in the modern day, because I'm pretty sure it's really bad. So this is a land that has blue, so we're gonna say tap that. It's a teardrop. So bad it's on it, but get better over time. There we go. It looks not bad. 2-year mana pool. And this card has this channel ability, but we're not gonna bother like writing a keyword in for it, because they didn't really do that for stuff like that back in the day. And like this would be like a one-offy thing, but maybe not. You know, they could have invented channel, but we're just gonna pretend they didn't. Anytime you may pay. So basically, we have to explain what channel is. May pay. I think it says it on the card as well. It explains it. Anyway, well, I guess you may discard this first, because you have to do that in addition to paying mana. Discard Otawara. Yeah, man, I got so lost when I tried to pronounce the word and then thought about Ottawa for a bit. But anyway, anytime you may discard Ottawa and pay a bunch. And I increased the cost because the stuff was more expensive back in the day. I said that in the last card, and probably say it again before I'm done. So it's going to be 4 blue instead. Oh man, I kind of like got a system for them now. They're not the best, but they get the job done. 4 blue to return target permanent, because the current card refers like planeswalkers, and planeswalkers, that's nonsense. What's a planeswalker? So we're gonna just return target permanent, because they weren't scared of that back in the day. They didn't bounce your lands. Who cares? You may discard to pay. Oh wait, I forgot to write pay, and pay. And then to return a target permanent to its owner's hand. Permanent. And then the cost is reduced by 2. Then I don't know, the current cards is first, but usually they always tack on these random sentences after you try to take in what the thing does, and they're like, and additionally it's modified in this capacity. You're like, oh okay, hang on. But anyway, so this cost is reduced by 1 for each legend you control. I don't know if they would write it that way, but we're gonna try it. Each legend you control. Legendary creature, it might have said, but who knows. Yes, we'll draw a picture of it, I suppose. So it's up in the clouds. You know, Mario 64. I think I brought it up last week, but bring that up a lot around here. This is a great game. There's like that level where you fly around, like there's like towers, like you just got to get some red coins in the air. It's a practice with the red cap or something. I don't really know. So you fly around in the level. Anyway, I found the level kind of terrifying because it's like clouds and it was like Mario would fall to his death or whatever and scream. I don't know. I wasn't into it. I felt kind of like I was Mario falling to my death when it would happen to me. So I don't know. And so a soaring city evokes that feeling in me. Like, how am I supposed to be here if I don't have wings? Like, I'm just gonna fall. I'm not like a magical angel or bird or like God or whatever. I can't really just be up here. But I guess some beings can. It's some city for spirits or something, I suppose. Some like Kamigawa buildings. I don't know. Soaring city. It's in the sky. Just make a spirit guy. At least someone has to live there. Ooh, spirit guy. Yeah, that's what spirits look like in Kamigawa. You've seen it here. Couple birds. We always like drawing birds. Good time. We got the soaring city. So it's when it was a legend. So it says when soaring cities put into play, you bury all other soaring city cards in play. And I didn't bother with saying Ottawa that time. And you tap to add blue to your mana pool because it's a land and it has to do that. And, well, you still don't have to, but anyway. Anytime you may discard it from your hand, I guess I should say, because sometimes I've said like discard from play. Discard from your hand. Discard from your hand, Otara, and pay 4 blue to return target permanent to its owner's hand. Cost is reduced by 1 for each legend you control. It's like, pretty much the same as the current card, except real cards like 3 in blue or something like that. Can't really remember. Don't have it offhand. We got one more for you, though. Before the sun goes down on this wild day. This one may take until long after the sun goes down by the look of it, though. So, we got this vehicle. Makotai Soul Ripper, and it's 1 in black. In the preview there, slap it up, show you that preview. But this one's gonna be 2 black because it has a lot of text, and it seemed like you had to pay per text back in the day. And I'm not even going to screw around. I'm just going to make that really small. Summon vehicle. Because, like, we have to explain what vehicles are in order for this to work. And it's 2/2. Not sure what the real card is, but that's what I decided to write this one in as. And I don't know. I don't know anything about it. It's just 2/2. But it counts as an artifact. And I guess I didn't explain, like, spells that could destroy an artifact, could destroy this, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, you're supposed to understand from counts as an artifact. But this is going to take a while to explain a vehicle. But anyway, so Soul Ripper. We're just going to cut out the first word right away because we're going to have to refer to it a lot of times, and, they did that. Soul Ripper does not count as a creature. What? And it cannot attack or block. Just write that on just in case that confuses anyone. So you may tap, like, because it has crew, so you have to explain crew, how you get it to turn it back into a creature. So you may tap creatures you control. until you have tapped creatures with power 2 or more. Total power? What did I write? Until you have tapped creatures with a total power of 2 or more. I think I'm going to run out of space. I gotta write smaller. Creatures with a total power of 2 or more. Total. T-O-T-A-L. There we go. Of 2 or more. I don't know. They might think that you meant creatures have to have a power of 2 or more, but anyway. So you may tap creatures you control until you have tapped creatures with a total power of 2 or more. To have Soul Ripper become a creature which can attack and block as normal until end of turn. Can attack and block as normal until end of turn. Okay. Guy writes in book silently. Can attack and block until end of turn. Can attack and block. I guess I said as normal, but I didn't write in as normal, so that's it. It is as written. That can attack and block until end of turn. Okay, yeah, I guess maybe that makes it look like it becomes a creature forever, and it can't attack and block until end of turn. But anyway, that's what it says. I guess that's why they fixed up the wording and things over time. It was kind of confusing sometimes. Because the world said, yeah, this ability is played as an instant, so you have to point that out too. I might have said an interrupt, but I don't really know. I'll say it as an instant. Or I guess sometimes they will put 0, right? I know what to do. You need to do this. So I guess there should be a line break here. But instead we're just going to put the 0 activation. This just struck me that they did that. When you could do something as an instant, you'd say, and you didn't have to tap. It would be like 0. Blah, 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 blah. So that's what we did to save, saying that you could play as an instant. But now that's just to point out this is going to be cool with Crew 2. But it actually additionally does something. So when Soul Ripper is declared as an attacker, you can put, or you can bury, or may bury, you may bury, because it's sacrificed now, but you may bury I think it's an artifact or creature. Yes, another artifact or creature you control. To have Soul Ripper not be blocked except by 2 or more creatures, because that's menace. This turn except by 2 or more creatures. And put a 1/1 counter on Soul Ripper. Or maybe this should be another 0 ability that says, play this ability only when Soul Ripper is declared as an attacker. But anyway, this is what it says. That was really annoying to have to write out, and I'm sure it was very thrilling to watch. But we're going to draw a picture of this Soul Ripper now. So it's a vehicle. I need creatures to ride it. What would a Soul Ripper look like? To me, it's like a chariot thing, but the chariot is powered by like hands. It has like a chariot that's arms that go fast, and a face that's like a long mouth, like kind of laughing, but it's a human, not like a dog. And I don't think you can see the other hand, so I'll put it in over there. So it's like a hand chariot, and like the creature's standing in the back there, a couple of 1/1s, powering it up, flying into battle, hoping for the best. But they're not sure if they're gonna make it because there's walls of the damned and dead, shield bearing sword mage warriors, and etc. beings. So they are going to have to look out for that. That's a shield, right? Alright, I need a better sword. This thing's gonna get its soul ripped. It's getting ripped right out, so that's what that is. Soul Ripper, there it is. I think that's enough art there. I don't think I really feel anything else in that box, and it's like it evokes the feeling of these skinny text boxes from these old original flip cards. Looks like the lights went out in here though. Check it out. Hey, it's daytime again. So let's check them out before we go home. We got the Go Shintai of Shared Purpose. This is a summon legend, counts as a shrine. Attacking does not cause Go Shintai to tap. Counts as both a creature and enchantment. Spells and effects which affect enchantments work on Go Shintai as if it is an enchantment. Counts as an enchantment spell and a summon spell in the player's hand. At the end of your turn, you may pay 1 to put a spirit token into play for each shrine that is in play. Treat a spirit token as a 1/1 creature with no color. And that's a 1/3 legend for 5. Or 3 white, but 5 all day. And then we have a land here, Ottawa, the Soaring City. And when it's put into play, we're going to have to bury all other Ottawa Soaring City cards in play. And you tap it for blue. Add blue to your mana pool. It's like an island, but it's not an island. And at any time, you may discard Ottawa from your hand and pay 4 blue to return target permanent to its owner's hand. And this is reduced by 1 for each legend you control. So look out. We overcosted the abilities because things cost more back in the day. 3rd or 4th time we said it. We'll say it again. This shocking. Anyway, so we got a Makodai Soul Ripper here for 2 black, and this is a vehicle. So summon vehicle counts as an artifact. Soul Ripper does not count as a creature. It cannot attack or block. So there's a line break here. It's not here, but anyway. 0. You may tap creatures you control until you have tapped creatures with a total power of 2 or more. To have Soul Ripper become a creature that can attack and block until end of turn. When Soul Ripper is declared as an attacker, you may bury another artifact or creature you control to have Soul Ripper not be blocked this turn except by 2 or more creatures. And put a 1/1 counter on Soul Ripper. And I think maybe it should say if you don't tap up to 2, then the creatures are not tapped anymore, so you can't tap your 1/1s individually over and over. But we're not gonna worry about that because whatever. That's all we're doing because mainly we have to be here for 2 hours to make a 4th card. But I hope this set is okay when it comes out. There's been a lot of sets this year. I'll just I guess it's a new year now, but I still feel like the same year as last year, and I'll just leave it at that.